What are you doing to that kitty cat? What are you doing to that kitty cat?
Buenos dias.
Cheers.
Morning.
Happy Fun Day Monday.
That's right.
So, this is what we're going to do as a company at scale forever.
Yeah.
We're always going to be futuristic thinking, proactive. We're going to be on the offense. We're not going to be on the defense. Like, oh my goodness, they're coming at us. What do we do? How do we stop? Like, how do we get somebody in place? We want to consistently be on the offense. That's why we have a lot of these questions conversations, about what's going on, what's happening, what do you have in the pipeline? All those conversations also is like, it's not like, oh, did you hit your quotas? Did you make your goals? Are you doing this? Are you making the calls? We want to know as owners, okay, they have this activity going on. So behind the curtain, we're thinking about decisions that we need to make to best support you guys so we can best support our clients. So we just wanted to put that out there. All of our conversations and probing and questions aren't about your quota, aren't about your sales, aren't about your numbers. We could give a rip about that. You're either going to perform and you'll be happy here and you'll stay. You won't, and we'll bless you and to find another company. It's that simple, So once we push that aside, we want to support you the best so that we can support our clients the best.
Since you have this experience, I think Darin and I always learn. I think we've tried to not be the kind of people that, like, when people give their advice, you're like, well, yeah, I'll go figure it out myself. We try and be people that are like, tell us your advice, or tell us, and we like eat the fish, leave the bones, right? So everybody's experience, you can glean something from it. So, like, since you've actually been in this position as a startup in the logistics space, and it didn't end up what you wanted it to be, like, what do you think was the greatest downfall? Good morning. Darin and I are headed out for a fun day, and we're going to take you with us. We have got to pick out some tile for Mimi and Papa's bathroom, so we're going to go to a new place we've never been before called Floor and Design, I believe it is. So we're going to go there. That'll be fun. And first up, we're going to go look at a double wide. That's right, a double wide trailer. Which, should we call it that? I don't think so.
Call it what you want. A house. We're going to look
at a house.
We are bursting at the seams.
We are literally in a very tight situation. I don't say that lightly. We are in 1,800 or less, give or take, square feet. We are a family of 7 children, 2 adults, and then we have grandparents. We are literally bursting. The house that we're in now, which my grandfather built, which you all have seen, is under reconstruction from a flood. That is going to be the grandparents' cottage. So excited. It's going to be Mimi and Papa's house. Yay. Hallelujah. But the Bible says that you should leave your father and mother and cleave to your husband. I need to cleave to Darin. And we need to get the heck up out of Dodge. Love y'all, but it is just, the time has come. The time has come.
So we're trying to buy us some time so we don't make foolish decisions with building forever homes.
This is a really good point. Are any of y'all like this? When we make bad decisions, when we are under crunch, under, like, you're doing something just because you want to get to the next step, but it's not really, like, you're not going to make good long-term decisions for, like, the long haul. So, in all seriousness, we want to build a custom barn dominium for our family, and that's going to take time because we don't even have a design nailed down. We don't know what we would want in a forever home. And I say forever, nothing's forever, but at least like the next season of our life. So what we're thinking about doing what my aunt and uncle, who I grew up with, it's what they did when they bought the farm down here. They had a home delivered there that Grandma Cup lived in. They lived with her.
Which is where this vlog started.
Which is literally where this vlog started. Home. That is so cool.
It's full circle.
It is so full circle. Wow. We're Darin and Monica Strong, and we don't know how to do this at all, but
we do know how to make coffee.
We do know how to make coffee. And we do know how to live by faith, and that's about all we're doing. Crackers.
Little sister date. I love it.
Are you jacking the car up? How old are you? 20?
Yes.
Going to look at land. We'll see what happens. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so the vlog started in Grandma Cup's house, which was funny. It's actually like where our journey 7 years ago started.
Yeah.
We moved to Grandma Cup's. We had only 2 children, and we moved there out of the city to just, I would say we were driven into the wilderness, for lack of a better term. We literally, yeah, that's what happened. So we went there, and we renovated it. Grandma Cup had no longer been with us for about 4 years. It was still set up with her stuff, and it also had just been like really kind of overrun with everything that happens on a farm. So we gutted it and renovated it and lived in it for, I guess, a year. But we were in between Washington, D.C. and the farm. So, I mean, that's just like a whole story. So the bottom line is 7 years ago, we went there. 6 years later, we came back to see if we could move back to this area, and which is like family land. And so poor Darin, he's gonna have to cut a lot of this, just chopping this out. So 6 years ago we moved there. The vlog started. We were looking for a home. And so, as you know, if you have seen those, if not, you can go back and just comically see kind of the beginning of this whole thing. So we have now we had moved to my grandfather's place with my parents, and we ended up purchasing it, and we want to give Mimi and Papa their own house, their own space, so they can have like a grandparent space. So exciting. That's what we wanted. We wanted a generational compound, for lack of a better term. So all that said, We want to build a barn. We want to build a house. We want to build a place to have rodeos. Do you want to come? We want to build, you know, we want to build this retreat center, which you're now seeing. We're going to start clearing sites, and we're going to have glamping, off-grid tents, and host people. So we want to do all this, but we literally need our own space. So, because it's just a lot. So we are looking at having a house delivered. That way it will cut out so much time from trying to build something from the ground up. It will then be another place on the property that we will have as like a guest cottage once we build. But what that will do for Darin and I is it will give us a breather. It will give us space to breathe to where we can be patient. Wow, we are like really going over some bumps. It will allow us to be patient while we
Make these important decisions.
make all the important decisions. So, I mean,
We've never done something
we've
like
never
this.
done anything like this. You've been to a house dealership? Do they pressure you like used car salesmen? I don't know.
I hope so. I want to be pressured. I want to hook that thing up to the back of the car and drag it home today. I'll live in it without electricity until we can. Hey, compost, toilet, all the things. Just let me take this home today.
Is that possible? Is this possible? Do y'all know anything about this? I don't know. This is fun. So we're going to take you along with us. So we're going to go pick out a house that's on wheels, and then we're going to go find really expensive slate for Mimi and Papa's bathroom. I mean, this is what we say. This is a little bit
A little bit country.
a little bit country, a little bit city. Okay, you got to have a little bit of champagne taste on a beer budget, as Dave Ramsey would say. So it just keeps life fun. Okay, this is what it's all about.
All right, here we are.
So we got the keys. We're driving it out of here on the 15 passenger.
We're taking it home.
Okay.
I will tell you there was a day that Monica wanted to drag a tiny house in the back of a 150. But
Look,
anyway.
whether you believe you can or you believe you cannot,
You're
either
both
way,
right.
you are right.
Well, they got the trailer hitches there. Maybe I can hook it up somehow. Dwight, we need you. We need you to move the first load. It's our house.
Hello. Welcome home.
Zai Zai.
Welcome to our home. Welcome. First sign I saw on the wall that I knew we were in the right place, the monitor barn. My
Unbelievable.
Favorite style barn.
Do you know I did not see that?
What?
No, I didn't see that. I was listening to all the rundown, you know?
My favorite style barn.
Well, here you go.
Dining room.
Plenty of
Can't
space
wait.
for the
Plenty of
table.
space. Imagine a fireplace. We're gonna put a wood burning stove.
Zai Zai, you're okay.
Jeez. And then second most important place in the entire place.
Now
is
that was
Darin's
legit.
separate coffee bar. And it says, I love you to the moon and back.
That's
So
it.
kids, this is our
Welcome
house.
home. Welcome home, kids. And it's a little barn door. We got our own monitor barn that goes into the
Farmhouse,
pantry.
apron, sink. I would love to put butcher block in here. That would.
Yes!
Welcome to my kitchen.
Look at that thing.
All I asked for is a big island. This is literally.
This is perfect.
Oh my
It's
goodness.
perfect.
Okay, so we can customize this. So I'm gonna try and do the customization that has white cabinets. That'll be
Sweet.
ideal.
I love it.
And we can paint, which is what we do.
Love it.
And we'll put some fun pendant lights here over the island.
Yes, I love that. I love that everything else is recessed though. I actually like that.
I see your point. I do.
You can do whatever. I'm just saying. I like it. You know, do whatever you want
Darin
to
likes
do.
practical design. It is amazing that we have. I mean, look.
So much
there's
cabinet space.
So much
stuff.
space.
Yeah, it's unreal. I was shocked.
Literally so much space. Farm sink.
Everything's-
We will want to make sure we have a good view
Yep.
out of the window.
Everything's open. All I was concerned about is could we fit our table And our living space, we're a cozy family, but that fits all we would need anyway.
Literally gonna be amazing. Okay, so here's the master bedroom, which is awesome. Awesome space, closet. Okay, so this has
Nice
the
closet.
ability to have this jacuzzi or not, which I do not want this. So there's another version of this bathroom that has 2 sinks on either side of the window with the storage in between and a linen closet and then just a shower. So
Yeah.
that's what.
Guys, welcome home. You're gonna see a lot of content in this house, so I hope you like it. We hope you like it. Yes, she's already home. You're home.
Shiplap. It looks like, well, no, wow. I literally thought this was paneling. There is absolutely no texture to that. That is literally a wall.
It's a wall.
Okay. So, and here we have, why would we need a louvered door?
Because of the furnace. You know, you can just
Got
honestly.
it, that's the return.
Yeah.
Well, why couldn't we put literally the return on this wall? So we would change that. I would just have Darin cut a hole through the wall for me.
Do that.
Put a return there so we can have a regular door on.
Yeah.
And let's go out to our backyard, shall we?
Shall we? We
Let
shall.
the dogs out.
We shall.
They've screwed it shut so we can't fall out.
Well, they screwed it
Okay.
shut so nobody can come sleep in here overnight.
Kids, 2 rooms. Nice little hallway out.
Yeah, I like this
here.
little hallway thing.
Yep.
Closet right there. Kids' bathroom. All 7 of them can line up and do their thing. Little stool.
So amazing.
Shower.
Everybody,
with a
7
tub.
kids can get ready at the same time.
Oh, this is perfect.
Everybody has their own counter, their own mirror. This is so amazing. In true Darin fashion, we are totally headed to a different location. We are, I told him to go to the one on 288. We are now almost to Richmond. So,
Yeah, tingle in your throat.
we've been totally rerouted. So, discussing the house situation. Once we walk through there, I'm really asking Darin, they're 9 months out, which, I said we could easily get somebody to build us this basic house quicker than 9 months, especially if we GC it. But then we just started talking through that process. What does that look like? Because we've got this retreat center to build. We want to design the barn. We want to clear the land and start putting in some infrastructure. So this is the tension of where we're at right now. Even with the bathroom, I was supposed to be done this weekend because I was going to do the tile. I just ex-nayed that when I was getting into the painting and painting the vanity, and we got the stuff to do the tile, and I reached out to a guy because I just realized that Darin, which is what Darin, in his defense, has been trying to get me to see for at least the last few months. That's generous. Did I say months? I meant years. I cannot do it all. I would like to do everything. I can do everything. But I cannot effectively be a wife, be a mother, keep a home, have a farm, have horses, read and continue to learn all the things I need to learn to continue to perfect my craft, build a retreat center, build a house, build a barn, build our other big house. I cannot do it all. I literally am starting to see this as we're scaling. And also we have the other properties in Newmarket that still need to be renovated. So I think we have officially crossed over into a season of life of delegation and leadership, which is also
delegate the wheel. Jesus, take the wheel. A miracle has happened on 34th Street. Oh my goodness.
which is also very exciting. But for somebody like myself, it's very difficult to realize I have to relinquish the wheel of control. Does anyone else struggle with this? I mean, this is like a real conversation, very real struggle. So what we decided with that house, which is probably why God put that Bible verse on the side of it. It's like, I'm not going to fail you now. I understand this looks really silly that we're going to overpay for this house, but the reality is I've got you. There's a method to the madness, and this is where we just have to like really lean in and trust and know that we are headed in the right direction. But this lady is basically the one that coordinates the well, the septic, the clearing, the foundation. And then I talked to her, I'm like, I need a deeper well. I need to pull off that for another house. I need to pull off of it for a barn. So she's like, well, you would work in conjunction with me, and we'd go to the county and we would do that together so that I'm on the same page and see if that's allowed and all the things. Which allowed, is this America? I literally cannot even with this country. That's a whole other rant. Anyway, yeah. Stepping aside from that, I do see that this may actually be 9 months. She said we could be in it by Thanksgiving. That would be amazing. That would literally be amazing. We're getting into the time of year we want to be outside. We want to have animals. We want to plant gardens. That's what we want to do. It's amazing. So let's customize one. Let's try and get it there before Thanksgiving and set up and ready. And she handles that. Like, that's not like me having to manage and find all the trades, build the house, project manage it daily. I would love to do that for the barn dough, not for like this house. So it makes sense. Does that make sense to y'all? I think that's probably the wisest way.
Makes sense to me.
Makes sense to Darin. So if Dada's happy, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
That's actually the case.
Yeah.
Dada's always happy. And when he isn't happy, then it really does throw the world off.
The only time I'm not happy is when I'm not fed. So I must always
That is not true.
I am always fed.
Maybe that was true a long time ago.
It's true, man.
Not true.
So if you think I'm not happy, you need to assess the menu that you've been operating in the last week, and you probably get down to the root of it.
Oh, nice. Coffee, wine. Coffee.
That's why I'm happy.
Wife of the year.
Wife of the century.
I brought Darin to a Chinese restaurant.
It's very simple, babe. Su Young, thank you for my Chinese date.
Su Young.
Oh my goodness. All right, so I'll be good here for the next couple months on Chinese food.
Couple months. I said I bring you about once a year.
Yeah, I know. I'll be complaining for the next 8 after a couple months, and then you'll finally bring me. But that was good. Thank you so much. Dada's happy now.
Yeah.
I was happy before,
After
but
all
now
those egg roll comments with
now-
our 10
we had to prove to these people that we did love Chinese food, so we didn't get banned from the internet.
Okay, we have arrived. This is exciting.